favor? Grab the Princeton Reverb amp out of there. I just want to see how this.
All right, so yeah, let's talk about this album.
Okay.
What's the title?
The album is called Little Hell. I wrote this song called Little Hell about a year ago now, I guess. And as I wrote more songs and it progressed into having enough songs for a record, I started thinking of titles. And then Little Hell just kind of made sense to me. Not just because of, I like the song a whole lot, it's one of my favorites, but I kind of feel like life is all about the sort of the little hells that you have to go through to get through it. Do you know what I mean? How there's always sort of like there's always the same trials and tribulations that you have to go through in order to get to the things that you want. Here was because my friend Dan, who passed away, owned this studio, and it was a beautiful place to make music, and I felt sort of like I would come back here to make a record and pay homage to him.
At the end, let's just get the first one, I think.
Can I get a harmony power for this?
What the stand of those band?
The church is cool. Like it can be a pain in the butt because there's no control room, right? So everything you do, you have to be very quiet, and then when trying to get sounds, you have to kind of record stuff and then play it back and see, as opposed to like someone sitting in the control room and listening, and you can twist knobs while it's happening. So it just can be a bit time-consuming, where you're kind of everyone's together. There's no segregation, and at the same time, there's such a cool vibe in here. And I just take over. Like we do that, and I take over top of it. Oh, how you have lost your way. Everything changes in the studio, right? Like you can demo the hell out of stuff and think I'm completely prepared, but then you go and you record it and you hear everything as it should be, and you're like, well, that part sucks, that shouldn't be there, or this part doesn't need that whatsoever, you know, it's fine on its own. So yeah, you just got to get it all out there and see what happens.
That was probably pretty cool, right?
Yep, I'm rolling.
Hey there, this is Dallas Green, and we're at the studio in Hamilton, Ontario. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to take you through a vocal part that we just finished. We're going to go live there right now.
I think I should do the line before it too, because I don't say, I didn't say that all mine, I said all mine.
Yeah.
Because in the lead I go, that all my dad feel it, and in the low I went, all my dad feel it.
Then all my debts will be left unpaid. Feel like a cripple without a cane. I'm like a jack of all trades, who's a master of none.
Check it out up to that. Okay. Felt really good.
There's a lot of different stuff going on. There's like, I mean, there's still a couple of songs that are, you know, just me and a guitar, and that's it. There's a few love songs, but there's, you know, there's songs I wrote about my family.
Then there's my father. He's always looking on the bright side, saying things like, son, life just ain't that hard. He is the grand optimist. I am the world's poor pessimist. You give him burdens sometimes.
From the get-go, there was like problems, you know, like technical problems, just like, I like remember going home one night just so frustrated and feeling just defeated by the whole process of making a record, defeated by the music business, just defeated in general. And then I remember thinking back to when I was a kid, wanting to make music for a living, and I remember going through a period where I felt defeated because no one was listening to what I was doing, but then I realized I had to actually work for it and get out there and show people that I think I could write a good song, as opposed to just waiting for them to come and listen to it. So then I remembered that, and then that's when I kind of came back to the studio and realized that it wasn't going to come very easily, and I was going to have to work to make this record as good as I hoped it could be.
There's an elephant in the back of the room, and it's standing in plain view. Everyone can see that it looks just like me, roaming through the hills, all alone, trying to find my direction home. Question of space, matter of time, follow the stars till the first light.
The stuff that feels the best is the stuff that you worked for, that you feel like you've earned, I think anyways. And I feel like I've done that my whole, you know, career, I guess, as a musician. Like, I feel like I've earned the things that I've accomplished, you know. I don't, and I'm not saying like, you know, I'm a sad story or whatever, but I do feel like I worked hard to get where I've gotten.
We have some, and I'll sing, I won't just go, we have, you know, like, we have some promises. Oh, yeah. Did you get that?
Got it?
What if I can be all that you need me to be? We've got a good thing going. We have some promises to
It's funny, recently I said in an interview that I don't want to make people dance, I want to make them cry. But I think I have to take that back because there's a few super danceable songs on this record. And that's pretty cool.
The one note breakdown, just like when it's just like singing.
Maybe leave it out for the first verse, then introduce it the second verse, and then you really, like, it'll really be apparent in the breakdown. You know? You should always evolve and try new things, and I think that there'll be people who are, you know, upset that it's not just a record full of acoustic songs, you know, really sad, longing acoustic songs. But then I also think people will be like, oh, it's cool, he's trying to go different places. This is real. This is a real thing. It works. You can see there's a whole bank of options, you know? Glocken, harp, flanger, echo guitar one, you know.
Oh yeah.
What else you got? You know, solo. You sound like a dog. Let's just try it and see what happens. That doesn't count. This is the one that I meant to do. Ah, fuck. Shit. Thought I had it.
Almost.
So close. One more time. Is there another track playing here? Okay, let me try it one more time on my own. Oh my god! Why can't I just do it? It's so right there.
That sounded pretty nice. Have a listen. Sounded pretty nice.
Just play it back.
Let's hear it.
Whether a natural disaster ripped it from its foundation. I've been making records, I think, for long enough that I know that there's going to be people who, no matter what you put out next, they're not going to like it because they've moved on. You know, it's funny, like you think, as a listener, somebody will put out a record and you don't like it, their new record, but you don't realize that you've moved on to a different stage in your life as well. So, and maybe because that last record you were so emotionally invested in, and then you're at a different place in your life, so this person's new record, it just doesn't resonate with you the same. But I think yeah, like I said, so I know that there's going to be people who don't like it, but I think that there'll be people who do like it, and so there's no pressure for me to write a song hoping that someone likes it. The pressure is on me writing a song and hoping that I like it at the end of the day. Did you get the return and then the comeback on the ground?
Yeah.
Can we watch it?
Sure.
Let's watch it.
Very, very handsome.
I find the faces on these fucking idiots distracting.
Well, they're models.
Yeah, but why are they wearing those stupid glasses?
So those are Tom Ford glasses.
They suck.
Yeah, they do suck. I ordered normal glasses. You getting this? This is really important to the making of the record.
Let's just have a quick listen to that. See if
That one sounds much better.
much better, yes.
I mean, it's pretty gnarly in the headphones.